every relationship ever is just a man constantly having to improve for his lady. There's this new TikTok trend where girls are like, the moment I realized my boyfriend hated me. And then they tell this fucking story, and it's the same goddamn story every time. The story is, like, she feels them growing apart, and then she wants to talk about the relationship. So she brings it up, but then she's nagging, and she's feeling trouble because she's got to fucking nag him, but she doesn't want to nag him. But there's a caveat, because they all imitate their boyfriend. In every video of when I realized my boyfriend hated me, they all imitate their boyfriend, and they all use the dumb boyfriend voice, and they're just like, I'll try harder, I'll do better, like, all the time. And the point is, none of them are ever like, and it occurred to me that maybe I should try to make some changes. Like, that is not a thing. That has crossed these women's mind.
At the risk of completely blowing your mind, because it really does seem like you're onto something here, sir, has it ever occurred to you or other men to try communicating? You're basically saying that men are constantly being asked to change at their wives' request while women never feel as though they need to change. But I just think it's funny how men always complain about women never speaking up or always expecting men to read their minds, while in the same breath complaining that women nag too much. When in reality, what you're technically implying is that men have complaints of their own, but they're just too cowardly to bring them up to their partner for fear that they lose access to the women that they're with. Which, ironically, is proof enough that those complaints probably hold little to no merit, but that's a conversation for another time. I mean, it's almost as though a reason a majority of men think that a conversation is enough to fix the problems in a relationship rather than actual action behind that conversation is because they don't see women as human or complex enough to take serious issue with a specific behavior. It's almost as though most men think that women are biologically predisposed to putting up with a tolerable level of permanent unhappiness and that they should be grateful for it. And according to this man, if you are not grateful for it, then you are an emotionally immature narcissist who needs to take a look in the mirror. This video reminds me of a post that went viral that asked the question, why is it that a relationship is only in trouble when the woman is upset? But that's simply not true. The woman just so happens to be the only one expressing unhappiness and therefore is the only one doing the emotional labor in the relationship. Meaning that women have probably changed at least 10 or more things about themselves before they even think to come to you to nag about what you can change. You also said that it's overdramatic and even narcissistic to assume that a man hates you because he doesn't do what you ask. But I'm sorry, I bet you money that if a woman started out in a relationship with you, treating you like a king, and then proceeded to neglect you, ignore you, demean you, and treat all of your wants as though they were unimportant and childish, you would probably think she hated you too. Remember, fellas, closed mouths don't get fed.